Now, when it comes to unintended pregnancies, the statistics, I beg your pardon, are alarming. Yet we rarely see the faces behind the numbers or fully grasp the weight of the situation. The causes of this growing crisis are complex, ranging from cultural and gender norms to religious beliefs and societal pressures. The Get Real project seeks to shed light on sexual and reproductive health, rights and justice policies. This initiative aims to raise awareness in various communities and highlight the importance of reproductive education and rights. We'll dive deeper into this topic during our interview segment right here on Friday Live tonight. And I have with me in studio my colleague Gladys Midecha, and there's a lot happening in the world of sports, Gladys, from the cycling championships to football, EPL.
You're very right, Remy. The inaugural cycling championship is going to be happening right here in Kenya, and it's going to be taking part in 3 towns in Kenya, and I'm going to be telling you all about it. And of course, we're talking about Nairobi United, the NSL outfit that has, or rather is under new ownership, and I'm going to be telling you all about the rising stars. And of course, we are going to be talking about EPL Maskani on Maskani Amachampe this evening. I'm telling you, the Chelsea fans are going to be happy this weekend because
they will be?
Yeah, they will be, because I mean, it's been a while since we brought a Chelsea match, since the season began, and this is the first, and they are on form. So let me tell you, Remy, wanasumbua sana, because they are in unfamiliar territories. Page 1, not where they used to be.
Keyword here is unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar
territory. Right, now before we get into the highlights, we have our question of the day. And we're asking you, do you think the rate of unintended pregnancies has decreased or increased over time? Has the rate of unintended pregnancies decreased or increased over time? You can send us your views and feedback on our handles. That is on Facebook and X. That is at K24 TV. And our WhatsApp line is right there on your screens. Now, let's take a look at the highlights. The High Court temporarily blocked the arrest of 5 allies of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua linked to the June protests, as Dennis Ndereva seeks to prevent Parliament from debating a potential impeachment motion against Gachagua.
For the respondents to provide an updated report as to the status of the investigations. Secondly, the respondents are to file and serve their reply within 7 days from today.
The Directorate of Criminal Investigations is directed to submit a report by next Friday regarding the alleged abduction of Dela Ward MCA Yusuf Hussein.
Haijazingatia yaliyomo upande huu, mbona amezingatia tu upande mmoja? Kwa ajili hiyo sisi tunapinga mswada huu wote kabisa.
Proposed legislation by Senator Danson Mungatana to regulate churches continues to face strong opposition, with clergy and church associations in the coastal region arguing that it infringes on the fundamental right to religious freedom.
So can you just talk?
Getting me wrong, Jack. So it's not that I don't trust you. I just want us to be safe.
And in the studio tonight, the Get Real project will discuss unintended pregnancies, aiming to raise awareness in communities about the importance of reproductive education and rights. Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has come out to defend his record as far as fighting for the interests of the Mount Kenya people is concerned. Speaking during the special general meeting at Komodhai Coffee Growers Cooperative Society, the DP dismissed those saying he has not been vocal on the real issues affecting the region. And as Brian Amwai reports, Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah was on the receiving end, with Gachagua's allies calling him out for what they termed as dividing the Mount Kenya region by fighting the second in command.
What you want.
Mount Kenya politics once again took center stage during the special general meeting of the Komodhai Coffee Factory. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, alongside his allies, took to the podium to defend his record, directing their frustration towards Kikuyu MP and leader of majority Kimani Ichung'wah, whom they accused of dividing the region.
Na ndio tunaambia Kimani Ichung'wah, tafadhali asiguse mlima. Na nimuulize, Wakikuyu walikufanyia nini? Ukapiga Uhuru Kenyatta, ukapiga Moses Kuria, hata gavana wa Kiambu ulikuwa umeongoza kupiga. Saa hizi unapiga Rigiji. Ama sio wetu huyo kijana?
The DP boasted of his achievements in fighting for the interest of the Mount Kenya people. Citing the increase in profits for coffee farmers, he challenged those who have accused him of neglecting the issues facing the Mount Kenya people.
I want to say, mimi nimefurahi sana. Na wale walikuwa wanasema ati Deputy President hajafanya kazi ya kahawa. Sasa kama imetoka shilingi 11 imefika 87, amefanya hajafanya? Sasa wengine wanaongea mambo ya kahawa na hawajui hata kahawa inalimwa wapi.
With the interest of farmers at the forefront, Gachagua urged the National Assembly to expedite the passage of bills that will ensure maximum benefits for farmers. He criticized Ichung'wah for not prioritizing their interest by failing to present the bills in the National Assembly despite their approval in the Senate.
I ask our members of parliament to fast track a passing of the Coffee Bill 2023, the Cooperative Bill 2023, into law. President aweke kidole, ndio tusukume. Kwa sababu tukiweka sheria, hata kama wengine hawataki, lazima ifanyike.
Pale Senate, hiyo bill ambaye mheshimiwa anasema, vile ilitoka Meru, ikaletwa Senate, tuliipitisha haraka sana. Na vile huwa mambo inaendelea kule, ukipitisha Senate, munapelekea Kimani Ichung'wah ndio aipelekee wabunge. Sisi baada ya kupitisha, Kimani Ichung'wah akaipata, ameilalia miezi 6. Imeingia bunge last week baada ya sisi kupiga makelele.
Leaders accompanying the deputy president came to his defense amid the impeachment saga, urging the president to clarify his position on the matter and respect the region.
Ndio sasa tunaambia rais, tafadhali, hata kama hauna heshima na naibu wako, patia watu wa mlima heshima.
Nimejua kwa nini anapigwa. Na sababu yenye deputy president anapigwa ni kwa sababu ya kusimama na hawa wananchi. Hiyo ndio kitu yenye inafanya hawa watu wengi wanakuwa na vita na wewe. Kwa sababu wengi walichaguliwa na wakaondokea hawa wananchi. Lakini wewe umesimama na watu wetu. Nimeona kwa reforms ya kahawa, kwa mambo ya majani chai, mambo ya maziwa na mambo ya traders.
Ukiona umezingirwa na wamama, ujue bado maneno iko sawa. Rigathi Gachagua awachanwe na yeye. Alichaguliwa na mwananchi, agojewe miaka 5 afanye kazi yake, turudi kwenu mseme kama ako sawa au hayuko sawa.
Brian Amoai, K24, Nairobi.
Now, a Kenyan citizen, Dennis Ndereva, hailing from Nyahururu, has moved to court seeking to prevent Parliament from debating an impeachment motion against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua if it is tabled. This comes even as the High Court has granted conservatory orders barring the police from arresting Gachagua's staff members. The ruling follows the approval by the Director of Public Prosecutions, that is DPP, for the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, to charge 5 of Gachagua's allies, including 2 current members of parliament, with conspiracy to commit a felony, incitement and money laundering. Joel Chacha has more.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua could breathe a sigh of relief if the courts approve a petition by Dennis Ndereva, Kenyan citizen, seeking to stop Parliament from debating a possible impeachment motion against him.
Going to again, we lack a deputy president who was legally appointed and elected by the Kenyans is very unconstitutional, is very unfair to him, and it is even not just to him. Now, change from being a political bombastics, from being a political gimmicks, and they should be serious representing us.
The courts now appear to be a refuge for Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, despite his previous threats against the judiciary. Just a year ago, Gachagua publicly attacked a High Court judge, threatening to remove her from office. Yet today, the same institution has granted conservatory orders to 3 of his close staff members, Pius Mugene, former Nyeri Town Member of Parliament Ngujiri Wambugu, and former Embakasi West MP George Theuri, barring their arrests. They are among the 5 individuals targeted by the DCI and are said to face charges of conspiracy to commit a felony, incitement and money laundering. On Friday morning, the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, approved the prosecution of Gachagwa's allies, which include Embakasi North Member of Parliament James Gakuya and Embakasi Central Member of Parliament Benjamin Gadhiru.
This is a pure and clear witch hunt. And let me tell you, if you are witch hunting the deputy president, go to him direct. Don't go through the other door. The motion is there and it intended, this is the creation that actually they are trying to look for how they can be able to phrase the impeachment.
Meanwhile, efforts to impeach Gachagua are reportedly gaining momentum, with Didmas Baraza, the proposer of the motion, expressing confidence in securing the necessary support from members of parliament.
The impeachment process is being driven by more than 300 members of parliament. We have enough numbers, there's no doubt. And there are very many legal provisions that we are leveraging on. We are alive to a fact that if the deputy president will survive this impeachment, he will be more powerful than ever.
Baraza insists that President William Ruto is not opposed to the due process and is open to the idea of replacing Gachagua with another leader from the Mount Kenya region.
William Ruto said that in the event that his deputy drifts to begin to do things which are completely unacceptable, there are constitutional provisions on how to deal with such cases. And I think from where we sit today, we are dealing with the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya in a manner prescribed by our Constitution.
However, Lugari Member of Parliament Nabina Bwera has voiced concerns over whether removing Gachagua would address the pressing issues facing the country, warning that it might not make a meaningful impact on the lives of the common Mwananchi. Joel Chacha, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Now, the High Court has directed both the DCI and the ODPP to file a report on the progress of investigation involving alleged abduction of Dela Ward MCA Yusuf Hussein Ahmed before the court on October 4th, 2024. Further, the DCI and the ODPP have been ordered to ensure the key witness of the abduction, one Wambua Kioko, who made the report of the incident, is secured pending a formal application to place him under witness protection. David Kagina with more.
At 8 p.m. on the night of September 13th, 2024, a taxi driver contracted to carry Dela Ward, Wajir County MCA Yusuf Hussein Ahmed reported that his would-be passenger had been forcefully removed from his car by unknown individuals. Since then, the MCA has never been found. Through lawyer Dunstan Omari, the family expressed concern that the assailants are believed to be officers of the National Police Service and moved to court seeking that the IG and ODPP be compelled to produce him.
An updated report as to
High Court Judge Justice Alexander Muteti urged the government to realize the urgency directing the state to produce the member of the county assembly if he was indeed in their custody. The judge has given DCI and ODPP 7 days to report on the progress of the status of the investigations and reply to the allegations of involvement.
On 4th of October, that is next Friday, you have more than enough time to 2024 for the respondents to provide an updated report as to the status of the investigations. Secondly, the respondents are to file and serve their reply within 7 days from today, I think.
Further, the judge has directed that Wambua Kioko, the key witness in the case of alleged enforced disappearance, is well protected.
The investigation team, together with the ODPP, to ensure that one Wambua Kioko, who made the report of the incident, is secured pending the formal filing of a witness protection application.
The police have continued to face criticism over using unconventional justice systems since the onset of the anti-finance bill protests in June. However, the state has not stepped back in defending them. The latest case being yesterday when Interior CS Kithure Kindiki appeared before the National Assembly Committee on Administration and Internal Security in Parliament on their conduct.
The fact that somebody has died through a bullet where police officers were trying to control a crowd is not conclusive proof that that person has been killed by a police officer.
David Kagina, K24, Nairobi.
Now, church leaders from the coast have urged members of the National Assembly to set aside the impeachment motion, against Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. They emphasized the need for dialogue between President William Ruto and his deputy, stating that impeachment would jeopardize national unity and derail development. The clergy also expressed strong opposition to the Religious Organizations Bill 2024, sponsored by Senator Danson Mugatana, calling it punitive and unconstitutional for its attempt to micromanage religious organizations. Boniface Msangi reports.
As members of parliament plans to impeach Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, coast religious leaders have come forward in his defense, advocating for dialogue between President William Ruto and his deputy. They believe that resolving their differences is crucial for national development and for addressing pressing economic issues.
Wasiondoe mtazamo wetu katika swala zima la maendeleo. Ni juzi tuje kumekuwa na maandamano, mali zimeharibiwa. Wananchi bado wanajikusanya katika hali ya uchumi. Tena akili zao tuanze kuzipeleka kwa miswada kama hii ya kumuondoa naibu wa rais.
Led by Bishop Stephen Anyando, chair of the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, the leaders warn that ongoing divisions will hinder Kenya progress. He stressed the importance of uniting the country and focusing on real economic challenges.
Kuna mambo ya afya, kuna mambo lazima tujadili, mambo ya ukulima, kuna mambo ya kupeana ajira kwa vijana. Haya ndio mambo ya muhimu ya msingi. Waketi chini, waongee, haya mambo mengine ya kisiasa tutayapata mbele.
Zakaria Mwagandi, chairman of the Mombasa Pastors Fellowship, echoed these sentiments, urging the government to address the concerns of the Gen Z demographic and prioritize national unity. This comes as the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya has voiced its opposition to the Religious Organization Bill 2024, sponsored by Senator Danson Mugatana. They described the bill as punitive, ill-advised and unconstitutional, highlighting the lack of public participation and its intent to micromanage a religious organization.
The proposed penalties for violations under the bill are too punitive and exorbitant. 10. The bill fails to recognize the current economic state and may be used by rogue officials to solicit bribes. 11. We feel the senator has been ill-advised and unanimously and totally reject the senator's bill in its entirety.
The Religious Organization Bill in its current form poses a serious threat to the religious freedom that we enjoy in Kenya. As a community, we are deeply concerned by the hurried and premature way the bill has been tabled to the Senate.
Boniface Msangi, K24, Mombasa.
Now we're taking a short break right here on Friday Live. Do stay with us. We'll be back with more on this bulletin.
This September, endelea kufurahia na Star Times. Discover your love language on our amazing channels all month long to enjoy intriguing telenovelas from all over the world daily. Renew your subscription today and endelea kufurahia na